Welcome to the Hopcast.
Happy holidays, everyone.
I'm Brad Chmielewski.
My name is Ken Hunnemeder.
And it's episode 195.
Woo! That's crazy. We're getting up there.
Yeah, we've done the tree episode many times, and tis the season.
Tis the season.
Tradition.
And, yeah, and we have a little tradition of our own. Brad and I always like to exchange a gift or two here around the holiday time.
It's usually beer.
Usually it's beer, but buddy, I got you something.
Here you go.
Something wrapped in a very similar stocking as the one that you got me. All right, thanks, man.
Oh, thank you. Let's see.
Oh, Christmas beer!
French Christmas beer.
I have 5 golden rings from the Bruery. Thank you, Brad.
You're welcome. And I have the Bière De Noël.
Bière De Noël.
And it's a French holiday ale brewed with spices.
Cool. Well, this one is a Belgian-style golden ale that has pineapple juice and spices.
Nice.
So,
well, they're cold too. I was chilling
cold.
mine down. You were chilling yours down.
I think we should probably drink them, huh?
Right. Maybe go with the golden rings first.
Golden, yeah.
Since this is it's got the spices in it, and maybe be a little more holiday-y, but we don't want to wreck the palate.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of a lighter style, so I think we'll go with this first.
Well, that's really nice. It's brewed with pineapple, right?
Got some pineapple juices and some spices in this Belgian.
Right. So definitely the pineapple color is a little darker than typically would find from pineapple juice, but it has it reminds me of it. Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of got that orange coppery tint to it. A little darker than what you would expect from like the style of Belgian Golden.
Yeah.
The nose on it is quite something. I mean, you certainly get that pineapple juice character coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Nice Belgian yeast strain.
Mm-hmm. A little funky, boozy too. I think, what was this, 11.5?
11.5%. So
it might have been lighter in style, but big in alcohol.
And it has kind of a nice bread-like malt character that goes well with some of that spicing. So,
cheers.
Cheers. Whew. It hides that booze quite well, I think.
Yeah, it warms you up, but then the pineapple hits you right away.
Yeah, it's quite tropical, yeah.
Candied fruit.
Mm-hmm. I had almost maybe anticipated that a lot of that tropical fruit character from the pineapple juice might ferment out, but it's pretty evident. So I don't know if they're doing they might blend it after fermentation, or I'm not sure how they introduced it.
Definitely a different take on it. I haven't tasted a Belgian triple that's so fruity and tropical like this.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a mixture between. I mean, obviously you've got pineapple juice, but whatever their yeast strain is really kind of adding a lot of fruit character to it as well, and putting off a lot of nice esters. A pretty tasty beer.
Yeah, I always look forward to the Bruery's Christmas beer because it's always different, and that's the point of it because they're doing the 12 days of Christmas. Mm-hmm. So each year it's a new number and new thing, whatever.
Yeah, partridge in a pear tree, 2 turtle doves. This is 5 golden rings. Mm-hmm. We might have to sing later.
Oh shit! Well, if we finish that bottle, no problem singing.
But yeah, they've done really nice with their Christmas offerings, and yeah, like you said, it's not just kind of like a typical dark holiday spiced beer every year. So this is kind of a nice refresher. They're from Orange County, so it's still going to be a tropical Christmas.
Yeah, it doesn't get very cold there. I don't need big stouts.
Yeah, I like it. Nice job from the brewery once again.
Mm-hmm. I think they have problems doing beers under 10% though.
I don't know. We've visited During, was it CBC?
Yeah, during CBC 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, and they had some stuff in the tap room that was like, more reasonable, but I think the stuff that they bottle and send out this way is always
big.
It's up there.
It's like, whoops, 11.5 again.
So, yeah, they're doing some good stuff out there. Like those guys.
But should we continue to sip on this?
I think so.
Warm up a little more before moving on to the Frenchie?
Cool. Cheers.
All right, so we're moving from the American Belgian ale to the just outside of Belgian farmhouse ale, right?
Yeah, so this is Bière De Noël. It's from Brasserie Thiriez, and this guy Daniel Thiriez just brews these beers on his tiny little farmhouse. So this one is spiced with some bitter orange peel, some allspice.
Okay.
So I'm assuming we're gonna get some kind of funky farmhouse character out of this beer, but the only way to find out is pop it open and shove it down your gullet.
Shit, let's do it. So quite a departure in color from the 5 golden rings.
Yeah, this is pouring out kind of like your deep, dark, typical, substantial holiday type beer.
Yeah. Little tinted brown head, pretty fluffy though.
Yeah, nice head on there. Just a nice presentation, nice and fluffy. Mm-hmm.
So it's in a green bottle, kind of.
It is, and especially coming from all the way over there, you can certainly get some skunk character coming out, but all is not lost. There is a trick that you can do. You can just swirl it, and those compounds will come out. So you swirl it around and agitate that skunky compound, and it'll come out of the beer.
All right. You would hope that they know this is coming out in holiday time, so it shouldn't be like from last year or anything like that. In theory,
right?
But we don't know.
Yeah, these I don't know of any American brewery that's using green bottles, like any American craft. But for whatever reason, a lot of those guys in Europe just think the green is so sexy, and they keep using. Saison DuPont and all these great beers are packaged in green bottles. Saison DuPont, in particular, is kind of like your signature green bottle. That's like part of their presentation.
Maybe it's like a screw you if you're not drinking it here. It's not as good.
But with Saison DuPont, if you look, like their 750 bottle is green, but if you get I think they're 11.2 ounces, the small ones that come in 4-packs, those are brown. Mm-hmm. So you can taste them side by side and see what the bottle does. Yeah. Okay. So that's kind of cool. It's something fun. But back to this beer.
All right.
So once we got some of the skunky compound out of this beer, sometimes you're kind of expecting an overspice. You're not really getting that with this beer.
Right. Well, it's brewed with spices, right?
Right.
With spices, yeah.
Bitter orange peel and allspice.
Just kind of malty, kind of dark and sweet.
Mm-hmm. We get kind of a funky yeast character out of it, which is what I was hoping for. So, yeah.
Let's do it. Oh, it's a lot lighter in the mouthfeel than I was expecting.
Light on the mouthfeel, and it has more of like the roast character.
Yeah.
Usually you think of like these kind of like toffee, caramel, that type of thing with these styles of beers, especially from France and Belgium. They're not really using a whole lot of roasted barley.
Yeah.
But this has kind of a nice roasted character to it, as opposed to that, rounded sweetness of a malt.
Yeah, and I think whatever spices in there make it seem more like a wood roasted rather than like a malt or coffee roast. It's like it's very woody.
Yeah, and I think that also could be some of there's certain hops that have a woody character. Some of those like European hops have a nice woody character. So I'm sure there's some of that are playing all together. But you're right. I'm picking that out now too. It does have a nice kind of, woody.
Like you're out camping and like it's like 50 degrees today, and we're out camping in the woods, and this is a campfire Christmas beer or something.
And quite a hoppy finish for a beer from that region. You don't usually see too much bitterness coming out of those beers, but this has a nice bite in the finish.
Yeah, both of these are really interesting Christmas beers. It seems like the trend over the last few years have been to get away from heavily spiced beers, even like some of the classics like Great Lakes and Goose Island's Christmas, and like they're not as spiced as maybe they were a couple years ago. They're different beers now, and it seems like there's more. Christmas beers are just a time to release a beer now versus like a style, I guess.
Yeah, I kind of like when they're, you can grasp other certain compounds that you want out of a beer without using spicing, and so if they can do that with just using the regular old brewing ingredients, that's pretty cool. I typically don't tend to like the beers that taste like a spice cabinet, so neither one of these were overly spiced, so I was pretty happy with that.
Sure. And this one only coming in at, 6.5%? It's a little easier to drink than the...
Yeah, I mean, certainly substantial for when it's cold outside, but nothing you couldn't... we could certainly kill this bottle and be all right.
Right. This one...
I don't know.
We could kill it, but... That'd be great for you guys.
I might be sleeping over with you and Maeve.
Move over, cats.
But yeah, another, I think, successful Christmas episode. Thank you so much for the beer, Brad.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers, and happy holidays to everyone.
Cheers from the Hopcast.